Hello there, my name is Dario, I'm one of the coaches at Padelspeed. Today here we have Kevin, one of the coaches in Bristol.
Is the Barada to the backhand to Tapia, running straight because Tapia was going to cross, fast, boom, middle.
That's the paddle I love to watch. So if you don't calculate right, you might end up...
Yeah, you're in the desert.
Tell us a little bit about what's your paddle style.
Very aggressive player, extremely explosive. Okay, sometimes too much, so I need to calm. So sport, if you're serious at a young age and you take it seriously, it gives you the fundamental of life, I think.
Hello there, my name is Dario, I'm one of the coaches at Padelspeed, and we're doing one of the podcast episodes, and today here we have Kevin, one of the coaches in Bristol.
Yeah. So hello everyone, I'm Kevin. I'm the founder of KG Padel Academy, and like Dario say, I coach at the padel team in Bristol. And I've been doing this now for 2.5 years.
And what brought you to the UK?
So I used to live in Australia, okay, and I lived for 5.5 years without ever coming back in Europe. So, and some stuff happened in Australia, and with my ex-girlfriend, I wanted to come back in England, and I did not want to come back in France. So I was like, and she was from Bristol. So I was like, okay. So I went back to Bristol. I quite enjoyed Bristol, and break up with my my ex-girlfriend, and I met my wife.
Nice.
So and now that's why I stay in Bristol.
Nice.
And I realized it's not too far from France, so I can still see the family.
Go back and forth. It's a good place. Good place to be.
Yes, definitely.
And what were you doing in Australia? Was it just traveling? You live there, or?
So in Australia, I arrived in Australia in late 2011, and I went to stay. So I have a hospitality qualification, so I'm a chef by trade. So when I arrived in Australia, it was first to learn English because I didn't know how to speak English. So I arrived like pure, let's discover the world.
Yeah.
And I knew with my trade, it was easy to find a job. So, and I'm a worker, so I find a job straight away. And I wasn't working on holiday visa like a lot of people go when they go to Australia. So I find a job, make a little bit of money, travel, did my farm work.
The whole experience, the whole Australian experience. Yeah.
Plus, I was doing on the side my sport at the time. So I was doing wakeboarding on a cable and kitesurfing. It's quite to a high level, nearly semi-professional. So in there you can do that because it's everywhere and it's sunny.
And the weather is nice, and the sea, it's a different environment than here.
Yeah, it's totally different. So, and after that, I really enjoyed the country. So I moved I arrived in Brisbane. I went to Sydney, did my farm work, Melbourne, and I decided to do the huge road trip from Melbourne to Perth, where it's like, I think it's
on the other side of the island.
1,900 kilometers on my own. And I did it in 2.5 days. A little bit crazy.
But driving and stuff, or?
Driving. And it's quite scary because when you drive, they tell you it's only a fuel station every 370 kilometers.
Yeah, so if you don't calculate right, you might end up...
you're in the desert. So it's very scary.
Not what you want there.
No, not what you want at all.
And you've mentioned a little bit of the sports that you were doing in Australia. So have sports always been part of your life, and how did you get into it?
So yes, so sport is a huge thing in my life. So I've always been a sportman, and it's always been sport and work. And when so I used to play football at early age because I wanted to follow my dad. And at 11, I changed, and my dad put me to tennis. Okay, and I started to play tennis, and straight away I pick up quite quickly. And from 11 to 14, I reached quite a good level already as a junior. And in France, you have like your what they call it, your A level at the age of 14, 15. Yeah. And after that, you can decide if you want to do an apprenticeship or if you want to to go to college or whatever.
Oh.
And I wanted to do an apprenticeship because I wanted to focus on sport as well,
Yeah.
especially in tennis. And when I start doing this, I start as well to be an assistant coach because my head coach said, look, you're going to have the Wednesday afternoon. So,
You can
and
coach
you
a
want,
little
yeah.
bit, make a little ceremony, get in the world.
So I start as a butcher, working from 6 a.m. to 12:30. And and after that, on Monday and Tuesday, I could have trained myself in tennis. And on Wednesday, I remember it was a mad day, 12:30, because my head coach knew I come from like a butchery, charcuterie, you can bring food. I used to bring him food, we eat, and I start to do like the kid session from 4 years old, and after you go by age until you arrive to 14, 15. Now, because my level was already good, I used to coach my age.
Right.
So it was
Yeah.
at
Bit of
start
pressure,
difficult,
yeah.
a bit of pressure, and after that was my training at 6 p.m. something like this. And on Thursday and Tuesday as well, I used to start handball. So
Yeah, a bit of
very
football, a bit of
yeah,
tennis, a bit of handball.
a bit about handball, and same in handball. I picked up very fast because a bunch of friends introduced me, and I needed to decide. So I succeed. I play national level handball.
Mm.
I reached quite a good national level in tennis as well. But at the age of 19, I broke ACL, and I realized, yeah, sport is very good, but
Too much sport might be.
very tricky. And lucky I had my job. So I did the job and I decided to go to Australia. So I went to the job and do sport for pleasure. Still always sport. So I'm a sportman and work, but I always been the sport always took over a little bit more.
And what do you think sport bring you? What are the values that you've learned from practicing sports that are important that you can apply, in life and in other aspects?
So sport, if you're serious at a young age and you take it seriously, it gives you the fundamental of life, I think. So because you need to commit to training, you need to repeat, because sport, if you want to be good, you need to repeat.
Yeah.
So if you're serious by repeating and remembering and masterize something, same when you're going to go to work, it's going to be exactly the same.
Yeah.
You're going to repeat. It's going to give you the fundamental of life.
Yeah.
So the process, if you're a good sportman, it will help you a lot. If you go to work as well on the side, it will help you a lot to succeed.
And do you think there's a difference between maybe a sport like tennis that is you on your own and your football, your handball that, it might be big team of 10, 11?
So yes, so I used to keep the tennis, like you just said, that's a good point, because it's like a single sport, and you're totally on your own.
Yeah.
So like you sleep with your phone, so mentally you become stronger. And the handball, team sport, so you can socialize, it's friendly, it's a different atmosphere. Yeah, but it can go against you sometimes.
Yeah.
Because you bring a lot of things and then no one, like sometimes
It might not match your energy or your commitment, and
so people cannot see. In tennis is different because you focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think whatever the sport you are going to change, same if it's a collective sport and a single sport, first you still need to think about yourself first.
Yeah.
Okay, and understand and share after. This is only what you succeed.
Yeah, and be committed yourself. Do your part of the work, and then you can demand the others to match
Yeah.
your energy,
because padel is a basic example.
Yeah.
It's why I love it a lot, because yes, it's a team sport, but when you play in relation to your crossing, and it becomes a single sport.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you both understand, yes, you need to connect, but if you both understand where to play the ball, the connection is going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the balance.
And what sort of things do you think you've brought from the other sports that you've been practicing to padel?
So in relation to tennis, I find if you come from tennis, you get more fundamental, more basic, especially in relation to balance for paddle.
Yeah, the eye-hand racket coordination.
Racket coordination, and because you need to go to the net in paddle.
Yeah.
If you come from tennis, but you're aggressive, so you're more aggressive, so you're not scared to go straight to the net. I will say handball. People are surprised because I'm not a very tall man, but I can smash extremely fast.
Maybe explosive and you jump, you know, on the corners.
On the corner, and especially on smash and on a jump, because I can stabilize myself in air, and that's come from handball. Okay, and rotation, because you know you can do a lot of 360 with glass and stuff like this. That helped me a lot with my kitesurf and my wakeboard, because I used to do double flip, triple flip, whatever, 360. So coordination in the air, wherever you are, so you're not panicking, you know. In paddle, it helps a lot. So I think any kind of sport where you use stability base, hand-eye coordination, rotation will help you into paddle.
And what are the things that you've brought from maybe tennis, handball, that you've had to learn that maybe they weren't that useful in paddle? Some of the things that you may be doing for tennis or handball that you've had to relearn, or habits that you have to stop yourself from doing because they're not doable in paddle court.
Oh yeah, so that's come from tennis. So tennis help a lot, but it does not as well. So it's not because you're a very good tennis player, you're going to be a very good paddle player straight away. Not at all. In relation, because tennis is very aggressive, it's very focused on power.
Because you don't have a wall, so if you pass the opponent, it's your point here in paddle, that ball is coming back.
So I used to, when I discovered paddle, I was still playing a little bit of tennis. And I remember all the time, if I play 1 hour of tennis and go play a paddle game, oh mama, the ball was switch. The switch is not very well made. So yes, you use the base, but you need to be a lot calmer, okay? Because paddle is a lot more variation, and especially in relation to pace. You need to mix pace, like you need to switch from fast to slow in a half second. So if you can do that, you start to be very, very good.
Yeah, because the wall allows for the rallies to go for so much longer. But in tennis, especially now when you see, for example, Carlitos Alcaraz, he just out hits his opponent just harder and harder and harder till I made the point. As in paddle, you know, that wall is always bringing it back, and that ball, you know, you play a big shot, you know, taking the risk, hits the glass, boom, and they play you another lob, and you're like, well, what just happened?
And if you can play outside, you know, outside the court, it's even easier.
I know, it's true.
Because they can bring back the ball in, like, really? So no, on that aspect, it does not quite. And I've seen, like, not long time ago, I was training, and 2 very, very good players from Bristol come from tennis, from a good club in Bristol. And they wanted to train with 2 guys I know, and who switched to paddle. And he was you see the guys, they look amazing, huh? But they were getting destroyed. Because you see, they arrived, they attack the net, they're there, but they're static. No movement. I find when you in paddle, it's more like dancing. You always need to be ready, man, go to the ball, little movement, bring the pace, bring the weight, not the smack, build your point. Yeah, it's a different atmosphere.
Yeah. And I think we see it on the professional circuit when maybe they play on courts that are a bit slower, like this year. I think it was in Belgium, it was really slow court. Buenos Aires, very slow court. You see a completely different game that will go maybe to Dubai or Qatar.
Yeah.
They're all bringing it back from behind the line. You see no rallies. In these slow courts, you actually see paddle, there's, you know, long rallies, patience, and they're not hitting hard every shot. They're like, oh, I'll put it soft here, middle. Now side glass. Now I'll open the court a little bit here, and they get moving. And for me, that's the paddle that I enjoy watching, and it's a bit easier to replicate than the getting behind the line and bringing it back. I can do that.
Yeah, but you make a good point, because it's why I start to see a lot when it becomes this, when you know you realize the smash become tricky. You know, you cannot finish as easy.
That's the paddle I love to watch.
You start to see more like the last final, you know, in Barcelona, the Master, with Ale Galán, did a lot of take time away. You know, when he did, especially you see it very well when he was doing his barada. You do Barada to the backhand to Tapia, running straight because you know Tapia was going to cross, fast, boom, middle, without even smacking, nothing, just put the ball, boom. Just take time away by body movement. And I start to realize paddle become a lot more of that.
Yeah. More tactical, more like a
tactical,
chess. A lot of
body
people compare it
movement,
to chess.
body movement, take time away by placing the ball. And anticipate by body movement. And yeah, if you can mix both, it's a jackpot, huh?
Yeah, it is. And how long have you been playing padel now, or when did padel arrive to your life?
So I discovered paddle when I came back from Australia because I was lost in the end of the world over there with
No
the
padel down
kangaroos.
there in Australia.
No paddle with the kangaroos. But yeah, so when I came back, my parents live in Pau, so in the south of France, and over there explode. So it's not a big city. Okay, it's not too small, but it's not too big. But it's court everywhere. And it's close to Spain, very close to Spain. And they say, "Oh, do you know what paddle is?" and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm very keen, racket sport anyway.
Yeah, I'll play it.
I play it, normal. I played it. I tried it once. I did not bad. Like on tennis base, I was smashing everything. Maybe not the best. Yeah, but I loved it. I loved it. Straight away after the first game, I bought a racket. And I wanted to play more, but when I came back to Bristol, the court was not there yet. So all the time I came back to France, I was playing padel.
Yeah.
Okay, so and I really start to play intensively padel when the first club opened in Bristol.
Yeah.
Padel for all. So and for when they start to open, I was non-stop. I think I play nearly every 2 days. 3 hours.
I know, and they've opened so many padel centers down there. There's so many courts now in Bristol. It's a really good city for padel.
I mean, Bristol become so when Padel for All open, I think 6 months later, Rocket Paddle and We Are Paddle open, and you like at the same time, and 2 months later, Surge open at the same time, and you're like, whoa, what?
And they're all full.
Yeah,
they're all full. The demand is there.
Straight away, full straight away, and people used to travel from all the south. Cornwall and stuff because he was the only club, and the Cardiff because
even some of us we go down to Bristol to play.
So and they did well because it's all indoor.
Yeah,
they did very well.
I agree. There's some courses here in Wales that they're outdoors, and it's just pointless. Even if it's semi-cover, it's pointless. It's not the country for semi-open paddle. It needs to be fully indoor.
You need to be fully indoor, and that's why I didn't play too much tennis here in England. Because the first time I arrived in England, by 2017, paddle, I couldn't play it. So I went back to tennis a little bit. And the first time I did quite an advanced training with the guys and stuff like this. I went to play some match play training, and it started to rain.
And they keep playing.
Yeah, it started to rain. So I go to my bag, start to pack up. And say, "Oh, what you up to?" I was like, "It's raining, guys." So, yeah, no, we keep playing. Yeah, but you can keep playing. I'm going to
without me.
Yeah, without me. So now I was quite amazed. Oh yeah, I mean, in football you still play, so we play again. I was like, okay. In France, you see one drop, bam,
I know, same. I was gonna say I grew up playing football, and we didn't get many rainy matches. So yeah, no, I like my sports in the sun.
Yeah, me too. Tell me about it.
That's great. We're gonna have a 5-minute break, get a bit of water, and then we'll be back with a few more questions.
Definitely.
Hello everyone, we're back with Kevin. So next question to ask you. Tell us a little bit about what's your paddle style, and maybe a shot that is characteristic from you that people may know you.
So my paddle style, so I think if you have seen me play, I'm a very aggressive player, extremely explosive. Okay, sometimes too much, so I need to calm. I learned how to calm, but people still think I'm playing fast. I think it's because I bring maybe too much weight on ball and stuff. But for me, I'm playing slower. And yeah, it's a kick smash. So I'm maybe not tall, but I can generate quite enough power to kick from anywhere.
Do you think tennis has helped you with that? Sometimes say that second serve, that technique is very similar.
Definitely. My favorite serve in tennis was kick.
So you've
So
brought
yeah,
that into padel.
padel it was instant. So yeah, instant and yeah, it's quite a leg work. When the kick smash is technical, and
Yeah.
as long as you know how to push with your legs,
Yeah, that ball will go out.
the
Some
ball
will
will
go
go
out.
out.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's explosivity. That's my trend. And yeah, if the ball is up too short, you're in trouble.
It's not coming back.
So yeah, so that's my style.
Nice. And at the moment, you're doing quite a bit of coaching, and you've developed your academy. So tell us a little maybe what brought you into coaching.
So coaching. So I start coaching. As I mentioned, when I start my apprenticeship, because I had the chance and the luck from my head coach when I was 14, 15, to tell me, look, come to help me like as an assistant coach. And in France you can start your qualification when you're 16. So I was close 15, reaching my 16. So I was starting already, but I was always with someone, never on my own. And I did all my qualification when I turned 16 and 17. But my dad was in the army, and I moved a lot. So when I started to coach, it was in Nancy. And after I moved to Lyon, and I found a club, as I knew I had my already one qualification.
Yeah.
And I was turning 17, and I was still doing an apprenticeship. I was doing a diploma in hospitality at the same time. And I still have time.
Yeah, busy times.
Busy time. So so I start to coach, and this time because I was qualified on one thing, I was doing still kids. Okay, no adults, kids, and on Saturday morning and Monday night, and I bring my brother with me. So like that, he start to make a little bit of money. Like you want a little bit of money.
Yeah.
And after that, I had the chance, again, the luck, because my dad was, we needed to move to French Polynesia, so Tahiti. So I live in Tahiti, and there, now I was 18 when I arrived there, and I did my coaching qualification.
Was the match tennis going on there?
Yeah. So some good level tennis. So it's a small island. So I think it's all year round. It's 150 kilometers. It's not that big.
Yeah, no.
Okay, but a lot of tennis was on there, and I had the luck because they bring a professional coach, like well known in France, who used to do all the young career of Guy Forget, so quite a big name in France. And he took me on board to open the first junior academy of tennis for Polynesia.
Nice. Great opportunity.
Yeah, so I learned a different way to see coaching with an experienced guy like this. And the way you look at people, you analyze, be simple, just don't complicate the movement. It's all little tips to accelerate the movement, the way to move, what to look, don't change everything. So yeah, he told me quite a lot of things at a young age, so I was lucky for that.
And are you still doing those things now
Yeah,
that you learned
in padel,
many years ago?
that's experience for life. These things, so when you become a coach, I think if you have coach, because I was teaching elite junior, same when I was like the assistant coach as a young age at 16 staff, I was the sparring partner for the number 2 junior of 12. She was 13 years old. She was number 2 of 1 junior. So same, all this experience, you see thing, you see how the head coach speak, what he look at, what he want to change. Sometimes it's just minor things, very small things, but it make all the difference. So and you just analyze and you just keep it.
Will you say that's the coach that has got the biggest influence on how you coach now?
Yeah, that told me everything.
Nice.
Especially at the start when you see someone, just analyze, just watch. That's it. Don't teach what you know, teach what you see.
Oh.
So that's always stay with me.
And will you say that's your philosophy that you're implementing now in your academy? And
Oh yeah. So big. So yes. So that's why all my experience come from tennis. And when I arrived, and I discovered paddle, and I wanted to play more, and I was still doing my other job, in hospitality and stuff like this. And I realized, paddle was booming, and I really enjoyed it. And as a lot of people were starting, oh, can you coach and stuff like this, because my level was already not bad, And I was like, whoa, no,
I need to learn, maybe,
Yeah, so I said to them, yeah, I can, you can, because I have the fundamental of coaching, because I'm a tennis coach, qualified tennis coach, And I was like, listen, I'm going to do my qualification with LTA, with the federation of the country, because I want to be always like straight, like
have
you
the
qualified,
qualification, be
and after
accredited,
and after you start. I think is the right way to do it like this.
Yeah, it needs to be regulated, and we all need to go through the same hoops in order to call ourselves coaches. Or
it's like anything, you want to become an electrician, you become qualified. You don't go YouTube. Oh, I know how to do electricity.
There needs to be a bare minimum of and someone saying yes, they've done the qualification. Therefore they can call themselves coaches, doctors, whatever.
I totally agree with you. So I did. So I went to do my level 2 straight away. Okay, so I did like everyone does. Did my readiness test, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, been there.
And I was lucky because I did it with my instructor was Joe Ward. Okay, Joanne Ward, who is director of the academic for the LTA.
Okay,
so she built a lot of program for the LTA. So I've did this with her. All the qualifications, I smashed it as fast as possible. Yeah, like that. It was done as I still. I think it took me maybe 3 months done.
Yeah, no, we haven't been that good. Me and Joe, we're still pending a few videos, but we'll get it done this year.
So 3 months all done, and after that I start to coach paddle. And when I start, I still keep my job because I didn't know if it was going to go well or whatever. And I realized it was
too much to do both.
Bigger. It was getting bigger. I start to have a lot of demand, and I said, well, okay, maybe it's a time to switch. Normal, I didn't do it alone. I need to have a talk with the wife.
Yes, that permission, that green light. It's always helpful.
So that's the best. But so we have the discussion, and I say, oh, maybe the opportunity is there. So so I start to do it, and I was the first of Bristol to start coaching accredited.
Nice.
So I like to say that.
Yeah. You can say that. You did your course, so you're paying it.
So accredited. So I was the first one to coach accredited in Bristol. And and from there, people, I start to put a name on myself. Normal, I realized as a coach, you need to play, huh? And I'm a competitor by nature.
Yeah.
So I start to do a lot of tournaments. And I think I reached, my highest ranking was 14 UK. I reached it quite quickly. And not to maintain, because as you can see, I created my academy. Now the coaching is booming, and to mix and match both the competition and and the coaching,
when you spend a lot of hours on court feeding, after that you might not feel like running and playing anymore. You want to break from the court, from the racket, need to change some environment, so it's difficult.
And especially the training. So much coaching, sometimes you forget to train your own. So I think I need to find the balance, and especially now starting to have a lot of joy, because I'm having quite few junior. who perform very well.
Yeah, which
And
are the future maybe
yeah,
for the UK that they might end up doing very well, you know, in a few years in the professional tour or
definitely. And I want to focus on that because I have as much joy. I did not realize before, never, you know, because I'm a competitor by nature. And I'm having quite a good like joy and see the progress and how they perform and when they succeed, you know, and it helps them to succeed and especially in competition because it is not easy to go to compete and to succeed because there will be a lot of failure
I know it
to
doesn't.
reach the
Yeah,
success.
doesn't always go your way, and you know you put a lot of work in. You go to the tournament, you might lose your first game, home,
Yeah,
and you're like, after all those months, you know, training, doing what I need to do, still not enough, you know. But that's when you know build yourself up again, and
that's it.
and
You learn the process. So I think someone said in tennis, I think it's Kyrgios or Joe or Novak. I don't remember who said that, but he say if you want to win, you need to learn how to lose.
yeah. But it's true. It's, I think for all the ones that we play in sports, so all our life, you know, losing is as much part of the sport as it is winning, you know. And I think it was Carlitos this year. They said, "Oh, you don't lose, you learn." But like, if you've lost, you know, there's few things that clearly you need to work on that they haven't worked today. You do them next time, you might win.
Totally agree. And I totally agree. And in my coaching, you know, I keep repeating that you come you come to train, you come to fail. That's it. You need to fail. You need to fail, but when you fail, you're doing it by doing the right things.
Yeah.
It's the only way to make it better. Suddenly, you will not fail. But you don't fail by doing the wrong things because you don't learn. But I keep saying this. So, yes, like when you learn something, if you're doing it right, you're doing the right movement. Like I was coaching someone Tuesday, and I started to tweak a couple of things. And it was starting to be the wrong movement, but the ball was going cage and net and cage and little bit. And you were like, oh, you know, it's not good enough. Start to be a little bit like, I was like, look, relax.
Yeah, when you
'Cause
change
start
things,
good, yeah.
they're not gonna go well right away. You need to, find that tune again. You know, you just change something, the grip, position of the ball, whatever it is. You're gonna feel weird.
Yeah, definitely. You're gonna feel it weird. So it's like was relax, and suddenly we tweak it because normal when you start to change things, your contact point is gonna be different, blah blah blah. Your movement, positioning, you need to coordinate a little bit everything. Accept to fail, and you will see really good. And suddenly after 20 minutes, boom, everything in. But the moment is there, and my objective all the time is why I help because I have someone working with me, and I give him a lot of tips, and I keep telling him as well, your objective as a coach is yes, you want them to make them better, but you want them as well to understand when they don't do the right things like that. When they play, they can correct themselves.
That they know why they've missed. They can be their own coach. That's the ultimate goal where they recognize, oh, I've missed it because of this, and they identify it. Then they sort it.
That's it. And then is like then it's jackpot because you become like a physio. You have a problem, bam bam, you rectify it, and after you make sure not having happen. So when you coach, you want to learn something, like you can correct it, yes, but if you come back next, we teach you the next things.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to teach you again the same things.
You want that build up of understanding of why am I doing this, why am I hitting it there, or why am I preparing high, and yeah.
That's kind of my style. Yeah, I'm quite direct. I have no problem to say 20 times if you need to.
Yeah.
Same if it's just say split step.
Yeah.
I will say it, and I think people have noticed, and I start when people start to know me. I think when I arrive to the new club, like I am now, the paddle team. They were like, "Oh, Kevin, he's scary, he's scary." And I have all these like ladies and some guys like, yeah, you look scary, and they started to join, have a couple of sessions and stuff like this. They're like, oh yeah, oh no. I quite like this style. Okay, this is not scary.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
you get the job
straight
done.
to the point. Straight to the point. So yeah.
And at the moment, would you say you're enjoying more coaching, maybe those juniors that you've mentioned, or more the adult group? Or there's no difference, and you enjoy both the same? And
So I enjoy the variety. Okay. But as my experience as a coach, you cannot mix too much. Otherwise, you are going to do a messy job. I speak in relation to, the age category and stuff like this. Like in a Sunday, if you start to do, like adult and some one-to-one adult and stuff like that, suddenly you bring a group of 7 years old, and after you go back to adult, your
the
head,
dynamics, how you speak, how you run the class is too
you run your
different.
classes, and your head's gonna be a bit crazy. So I set up more the way of on Wednesday, it's more a kid day.
Right.
Where I have, I think 95% to 100% only junior.
Yeah.
From
So you tune for for that.
like that, I'm settled. I know what to do, and it is. You need with junior, you need more entertainment.
Yeah.
They need to be switched on. So you need to be lively.
The attention span might be a bit shorter.
Yeah, and all the rest, I do adult and all level for now. And in the future, when I'm bringing this a little bit bigger, and same if I have coaching working for the academy and stuff like this, it will be try to be more the style of the academy I would like.
Yeah.
And start to dispatch, like create, okay, guys, you are going to learn from the beginners, the intermediates, and I would like to focus a bit more into the elite.
Right.
Because like I say, I'm very competitor.
Yeah.
So yes, an elite from adult to junior. Because one moment you need to do both from adult to junior, because junior, when they become like 15, 16, they need to mix with the adult.
Yeah.
Like that, they're getting the pace straight away.
Yeah.
So it need to be a mix. And I find in England, I've seen it in tennis here. You see a lot of very, very good junior level, but at 15, 16, they're all gone. Because you have no, it doesn't seem to have competition. They don't mix with adults, blah, 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 blah. And in paddle, you start to see it less, because you see the juniors, they do the tournament, and it's a trend at the moment, paddle, new sport.
Yeah.
So everyone
is
joining.
playing it, and
So, and it was a way I'm saying it. I always say, okay, let's mix. Like, I have a kid. He's 14. Yeah, 14, turning 15 soon. Now I switch. He's doing 1 hour and a half training. And straight away we do match adult, only adult. And from the age of 12, 13, should be adult.
Yeah. To get familiar with the pace, the speed, the power.
That's the way. When I turned 12, I think I started 11, 12. I did maybe 2 junior tournaments. After it was adult, only adult.
Yeah.
And me too young, no? But that's the game.
Depending on where you want to get.
Yeah, depending when you want to get. But look, if you want to succeed, you see Tapia, 15, 16 years old, already on the tour.
Yeah.
You see Coelho was the same. I see a guy, a well-known coach in Bilbao, who speak French, and it's a little bit a sad story for him, because he went when he was World Padel Tour, very successful, was on the tour at the age of 15, play against Bela and stuff like this, reached 17, was already number 17 in the world. Talented, extremely talented, but he broke his back.
I know, the injuries are always there. A big setback, and difficult to recover, come back from that.
Yeah. Especially at this level.
Yeah.
Especially at this level. But he was there at 15. And now it's a no-brainer. You see it in any sport. Tennis and everywhere. Football, 16.
Now Lamine Yamal, and everywhere. You have to bring them up, even if it's to the training sessions. You've seen them. They bring Madrid. They have La Fábrica, or in Barcelona, they have La Cantera, and they bring the young kids, because they know that you want them to be playing with the first team. You need to train with the first team, because it's a different game.
And mentally is good. Yes, people may still a kid. Yeah, it is scary, but my apprenticeship teach me this. At 14, I start work. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter you're 14. You do exactly what we do. Okay. So in sport, it's the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't age is only a number.
Huh.
It's only a number because sometimes you can see some 12 years old.
I know.
Oh wow.
I
Are you
know
sure
they
you're
build
12?
up already. Yeah.
So age is only by soul, how you build, how physically you are, you out of the box,
Mm.
Age is just a number.
And to wrap it up, going to the last question, can you tell us a little bit maybe about your goals for this year, 2026, from a personal point of view in terms of you as a player, as a padel player, and then you as a coach? What's on your agenda and what are your goals? What are you trying to achieve?
So this year, I'm going to reset my tournament process. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to focus a little bit on myself for training and stuff like this before I'm going to do tournament. I will try to do all the FIP. So I want to do more FIP tournament.
They're bringing quite a few now
Yeah.
here to the UK. So
So
it'll be interesting.
I will try to do all of them. And I will make sure I can do all the grade 1 here. And try to play with a constant partner because that's a little bit tricky because my partner, we all have jobs.
Yeah.
They all have big job as well.
Yeah.
So all the time, like, yeah, we want to do it. And yeah, bad job. Yeah.
Yeah, you might not be able to commit when the tournament comes around, and yeah.
So that will be for my for my competition. Now the main focus will be a big part, I think, this year for the academy, because you have a lot of things in the background is going to happen, maybe with the paddle team.
Yeah.
So a lot of good news and developing that, start to recruit more coaches accredited, because for academy will be only accredited coaches. I will not accept anyone who is not accredited. That's a fact. Okay. Bring a standard, become like pro, huh?
Yeah.
A standard, and start to bring more players, STEM to bring the community up. But I love the community, but my target is to bring the community in relation to coaching.
Yeah.
People, yes, you want to play, but play, train, play better, have more fun.
Yeah.
Have more fun. So that's going to be the big part I want to bring. And yeah, I'm going to join as well the I don't know yet, but maybe look forward to see the last program the LTF build.
Okay.
They're releasing the LT the L3 because
yeah, they said when we were doing the level 2, they were saying they were working on the level 3.
so Jo, my instructor, so she's someone I respect a lot. She's been working a lot on it and building it for the 2 years. It's been built with someone well known, who she's called Isia Montes.
If Montes, yeah. 10,
Well
10
known.
years number 1, 10 years number 2. Yeah, can't go wrong.
So she built with Joe that program. So
It'll be interesting to see.
yeah, I look forward to see it. And yeah, so that will all be in it and start to bring quite professionalism, like the weight level, you're a proper coach. Now, because
Better
listen,
structure.
better structure, because coach is at the moment, in reality, at the moment, in paddle, we are all instructor.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the true reality.
Yeah.
Now,
you compare it to places like Spain, maybe, or Italy or France, the paddle has been around for longer.
For longer,
the comparison is not pretty.
It's been longer. In France, you already have like 2 to 3 academy sports school. Okay, in Spain, you have a lot more.
Yeah. Spain is the Mecca, is the place where all the players are going.
And people train, people, and they do the qualification. And I find you always should do the qualification of your federation.
Yeah.
Okay, not like whatever.
No, because it'll change depending on where you live.
And what I'm pleased to have heard is LT have spent so much time to build this. Now they've been recognized. Like if you become L3, okay, you will be recognized internationally. So that's huge.
Yeah, that's very useful that you can go around with a level that is recognized everywhere, not just here.
Everywhere. So and so at the moment you only have 5 countries. So France is being recognized internationally. So UK now is going to be recognized internationally. Spain, normal.
Yeah.
Italy, and the last I think is USA. USA they start to do a lot of stuff. So and all this is being recognized because they invest a lot of money in it. So I think people need to, if you want to go in a coaching career,
That's something to invest.
invest in this, may invest in the federation of where you live, especially if they put the work on, because you will learn and you will have something in your hand. Like it's a certification.
Yeah.
It's like a degree. You can go anywhere and work internationally. At least you have a job.
Yeah, it'll open you a lot of doors, give you a lot of opportunities, but you do need to spend that time, that investment in yourself.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
But yeah, best of luck for all your goals. We hope that you get through them. And then thank you for tuning in into the Padelspeed podcast. Like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. And thank you, Kev, for joining today.
Thank you.